¿Qué sopa familia? ¿Cómo va la vaina? It's your girl Kenny Ken from Guided Affirmations, bringing the Earth, Sun, and Moon placement, their weekly need to know message for these next 7 days. This time we're doing it with a little twist. Vamos a algo un poquitito diferente. So we're just diving into like love, need to know messages, and love as it relates to ourselves, as it relates to our romantic relationships, familial relationships, our friendship relationships, our work relationships, you know, all forms of relationships and dynamics where it takes two beings in order to fully show up authentically and transparently and fully aware of ourselves in order to, you know, move forward and create dynamics and fire-ass unions based off of trust and, you know, unconditional love and care. But I'm gonna stop talking, voy a parar de hablar y vamos a respirar while I'm also getting things situated clearly. But yeah, let's just go ahead and do 4 deep breaths, remembering to breathe how your body needs and only how your body needs. Showing up for ourselves in small ways can help us show up for ourselves in larger ways. So let's just fully get into this breath work to sink into the energy, but also to align higher with ourselves, right? So vamos a comenzar, vamos a inhalar, inhala y exhala. Y vamos a inhalar, inhala y exhala. 2 more breaths, inhala y exhala. Very, very, very last breath, inhala y exhala. Whew. Okay, it's already in the description box, but however, please excuse me for any background noise that you may hear. I do not live alone, but we're just going to get right on started with the Capricorn Sun and Moon placement. Spirit, the Capricorn Sun and Moon placement. What do they need to know? What do they need to know regarding love within these next 7 days? Spirit, the Capricorn Sun and Moon placement. What do they need to know regarding love? Spirit, Capricorn Sun and Moon placements. What do they need to know regarding love? What do they need to know regarding love? Okay, let's just get right on into it. Let's cut this deck. Spirit, what do the Cap, Sun, and Moon placements? What do they need to know? Spirit, what do they need to know? Ooh, La Fuerza. We got the Strength card. Capricorn, baby. Please do not ever underestimate how much work you've put in, how much internal process that you've put in to kind of live out your most divine dynamics, right? In order to kind of show up as a full platform, as a full model for those around you, but also for yourself, right? In order to show yourself how it is that you need to be loved. I feel like Capricorns, you've really just been diving deep, or you need to dive deep into these very most true, vulnerable source spots that you have, and allow yourself to kind of like tame that, allow yourself to kind of know that, to fully embody it and to fully heal it. It's either you need to get into this space or you've been doing that, right? You've been in this space of fully like learning and vocalizing all of this blue, fully cloaking yourself in this expressive form of self in order to fully release and in order to fully like tame that lion, right? In order to fully like realize actually it's not so scary in here. You know, I have the power, I have the strength, I have the force to fully love myself wholly and fully, like, you know, to deeply like find God's love within myself, so that way it can show up within all of my dynamics and all of my relationships, in order for me to fully be safe in my expression and in mi forma de ser, right? I was going to say in my form of being, but technically that's what that means, right? En mi forma de ser, porque ya tenemos lo que like life has already given us all that we needed, and we've been taking all of those lessons and applying them to our daily lives. And I think that's super beautiful, because out of it you're growing into this most vulnerable, most like emotionally intelligent and emotionally resilient being that we can be. And I think that is a wonder in itself, Cap. Like really and truly, like shout out to you on this confirmation or on this journey, you know, because whether you've been doing it or whether you're on the road to get that shit done, you're going to reap so many rewards internally that no one can even ever imagine, right? But let's close out some of that energy, all of it. Let's close out all of that Capricorn Sun and Moon placement energy. Spirit, let's close it out. One more time, let's just close that out. All of that energy. Let's welcome in the Taurus Sun and Moon placement. Spirit, let's welcome in the Taurus Sun and Moon energy. What do the Taurus sun and moon placements need to know regarding love within these next 7 days? Spirit, hold on. We don't need all them cards. What do the Taurus sun and moon placements? What do they need to know? Spirit, what do they need to know? What do they need to know? We're going to do a regular shuffle. That Two of Cups almost came out. Oh, that Two of Cups. Crazy vibes. One more shuffle, Spirit. What do the Taurus sun and moon placements? What do they need to know regarding love in these next 7 days? Let's see. Let's just pull right from the top. Let's get right into it. Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Six of Cups. And in the reverse, Taurus. Sometimes it takes me a little while because this is not a traditional deck. I mean, it is, but not the one that you normally see. So it takes me a little while to remember the storyline in some of them because I'm looking at the picture before me like I should be picking up on, you know. But I feel like, ooh, Taurus. It just hit me what this Six of Cups is really about. And I'm really thinking of in like the Rider-Waite deck of the little girl, of the smaller child being gifted this cup. And I feel like for Tauruses, in terms of love, there's a lot of like inner child work that may be getting put off or maybe like bubbling to the surface, but we don't really have the space for it. So in a sense, we're kind of just like, you know what, actually, no. You know, it may, this inner child work may make you feel like it's going to unground you or it's going to keep you in a space of instability. However, that is a possibility, but I challenge you to really ask yourselves, and what other possibilities can come from fully adapting to this adult version of you and this younger child version of you that is dying to come up, because I wholeheartedly believe that if things keep reoccurring or keep showing their faces in life, it's a point to find the space to settle down and to really just like know and to really understand, hey, I need to maybe look at this a little deeper and I need to find more like grounding, because I feel like there's a little bit of blue here. It's a little bit of blue. So that's why I'm really getting this sense of like avoidance in a way, or kind of like repression or putting off until later, in this idea. But in so many ways, I feel like I've been getting this download because everywhere I look, I don't see it. But this tie to our root chakra and to our throat chakra, and how so much expression can allow for us to feel grounded in ways that we don't even really know. So I would challenge you, Taurus, really and truly, in order to kind of like have better loving dynamics, or in order to fully feel like you're honoring that smaller child within you that keeps trying to come up for you, or that keeps making itself known to you, I should say, better words, and find ways to hold expression for them, you know, because the more that we allow them to vocalize their needs within us, instead of repressing in the ways that, you know, others forced us to repress when we were younger, or situations forced us to repress because it was just too crazy. Like, remember, you have the ability to hold yourself in the now. You are no longer, like, yeah, the child lives on in you, but you are no longer a child, and you have breeded through life so many different creations and so many different versions of who you are and how you show up, that you have to truly trust that you can show up for yourself and hold this part of you and allow for the expression to set you free, really and truly. But I am not gonna say, wow, 6-6 on that. 6-6 on that. Anyways, it's time to integrate the change, baby. It's time to integrate the change, Taurus. That's all I will say. It's time to integrate the change. But let's let's really just fully breathe all of that out. Clearing all of that energy out, Spirit. Clearing all of that Taurus sun and moon placement energy out. Fully clearing it. welcoming in this Virgo sun and moon placement. Welcoming in this Virgo sun and moon placement. What do the Virgo sun and moon signs need to know regarding love, spirit, for the next 7 days? What do the Virgo sun and moon placements? What do they need to know regarding love, the spirit? What do they need to know regarding love? Sun and moon placements. What do they need to know regarding love, spirit, our Virgo sun and moon placements? What do they need to know regarding love? Virgo sun and moon placements. What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Another one we're gonna cut right off the top, baby. Cut right off the top. Off the top of the head with it. The Virgo sun and moon placements need. Ooh, the Emperor. I'm not gonna hold you. I knew this card was going to come out. It didn't keep cutting itself, but when I first started shuffling to get into this vibe, this is the first card that I cut on, and I was like, yo, somebody may get this or they may not, but whatever. Which is crazy because I was thinking, I have so many thoughts, guys. I have so many thoughts. But I was thinking how everyone got like minor arcana cards, English, and not a major arcana card. And here we are, a major arcana card for our Virgos, our true alchemists. Well, not to say that any other sign isn't an alchemist, because we all are. Believe that the Virgo represents the alchemist in the tarot, right? But enough of me and my side thoughts, and just really getting into this energy of how can we Taurus, maybe have Taurus placements, but how can we Virgos really get into this free heart space, or allowing, or not even free, right? Because I feel like I'm staring at this green to represent the heart, and also represent grounding, right? I feel like green does represent the earth elements in general, and just this idea of grounding, and this idea of not having too much of an open heart space, Virgo. And how can we live in a space where we do not overgive, we do not overexceed, we do not do more than is expected, or not even more than is expected. We do not do more than is needed of ourselves. You know, we sit in this space of knowing that what we do is enough, and how we did it is enough, and how people perceive or how people receive some of our actions and some of our words and some of the ways in which we show up in relationships, they do not belong to us, right? The Emperor for me is a boss, and they very much know, and they have so much wholehearted faith within themselves. It's the energy of foundation for and stability, right? It's the energy of like creation and home. So when we have a home and we have this foundation, we know that nothing can shake it, you know? Not even the worst of the worst can shake it, especially if we build with that intention. So I definitely get this idea, Virgo, of how can we truly like hold faith and hold the support in the ways in which we show up for ourselves, and not leaving that to an external substance or an external part of the relationship, and just knowing that we really do produce pure magic, and the ways that we show up really holds this very firm, powerful notion throughout all of our relationships and all of our dynamics, right? Because when we speak, when we walk into a room, when we think thoughts, they hold so much power, and they shift frequencies, right? And it's like coming into the knowing that when we do things from spaces, we have to do them wholeheartedly in those spaces, and we have to just really like push forward our intention, and allowing for our intention to be the only thing that is on our mind when we're doing things, and when we're showing up for people, and when we're showing up for ourselves. Because once your intention is pure, everything about it is pure. Don't let the fear of how things may be, don't let that to penetrate your intention, because sometimes it gets pushed off into the air as well, right, Virgo? But hold some of that pride with. Okay, Virgos, I mean, I feel like A, the phone died, and B, I feel like the message was really just complete there, so we might as well just end it. Just gonna close this out with about 3 deep breaths. Just A, because I was kind of abrupt, and B, just to kind of, you know, clear off all of that and just fully set ourselves back into the rest of our day. So let's breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Very last breath, breathe in. And then breathe out. Thank you so much, Earth signs, for rocking with me throughout the rest of this entire video. I'll see you guys in the new year to see what's to come for that. Ciao.